All right, guys, it's Napoleon Nectar here. Time to lock in and listen. Now, I went to church for the first time in probably a long time. I can't remember the last time I've gone to church. It's probably been since January or February was the last time I went to church. And I'm going to say that I have not abandoned the faith. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've just got kind of lazy. I just didn't want to wake up early on Sunday morning and go to church because once you work a lot, once you're busy, it's comfortable to just sleep in and just kind of say, I'll go to church in the evening, and then evening comes and you're tired. You're like, I don't want to go to the church. So I've been procrastinating, if anything. And I always talk about how important it is to have a relationship with God, to go to church. And I still read the Bible. I still listen to podcasts about Christianity. I still listen to like a lot of Christian history videos. But so I haven't abandoned the faith, but it's just like I've just been kind of just slacking going to church. And I realized that a couple weeks ago. I was like, I haven't been to church in a while. I need to start going to church. And so it is a kind of daunting feel to go back to church after not going for a while. I think that's what keeps a lot of people out, but you just have to realize that, no one cares. No one cares like if you go every week or if you haven't been in years or months in my case. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to church. I'm going to see what it's about. So I walked up to my local church. It's only about an hour. It's only about, I'm sorry, half an hour away. So it's a good walk there and a good walk back. And, I got my daily steps for the day. So good deal. So I went to church, we sang the psalms, we heard the homily, we read the gospels, we did the Eucharist and all that. I didn't partake in the Eucharist because I need to go to confession. It's been a while since I've been to confession. If you want to talk about being away from church for a while, do not ask me the last time I went to confession because it has been a while. But I got to get on that in the next couple weeks. But yeah, this is a segment from the Gospel for Sunday. This is what Jesus said, or a paraphrase of it. I didn't look it up. I just kind of wrote it down from memory. So it's probably a little bit wrong, but it has the same basic bones. And I'm not going to read it. You can read it yourself. It's just kind of stood out to me. So I kind of wrote it down there. But yeah, I always talk about how important it is to go to church because it's a good community to have. It's always kind of good to just kind of go to church, purify yourself after being consumed by the absolute degeneracy, the slop, the goy slop, all that kind of garbage. It's not good to just kind of slow down, dedicate an hour of your week to God, to prayer, to reading the Bible, to hearing the word, and just kind of sanctifying yourself. It's always a really good. It's kind of like taking a shower. It's kind of like taking a bath. Your soul is just like taking a bath after being consumed with degeneracy, after being consumed with goy slop, after being consumed with secular nonsense. That's what going to church is. It's just a bath for the soul. And you are just ignorant of God and his love if you do not go to church every week. I'm going to be honest with you. You are just ignorant of it. And yes, I'm talking about myself. I'm not perfect. I'm trying to go back to church, guys. I used to go to church every day, but then one day, I don't know, I think it was like a snowstorm or something, and I just skipped going to church. And then it just became a habit not to go to church. I always say this, guys. Habits make the man. If you want to predict what kind of man you are, make your habits line up your habits with the man that you want to be. So therefore, your habits will compound. You'll get the compound effect, and you will be the man that you want to be, right? I want to be a man who is close to God. I want to be a man who walks with God. I want to be a man who spreads the gospel. So what do I got to do? I have to go to church and read the Bible and study the Bible every single day. Well, not every single day, but a lot. So I can kind of get closer to God, pray every day so I can get closer to God. And that's the man I want to be, right? So I have to build that habit back of going to church because I had the habit of not going to church. And once I had the habit of not going to church, it made it hard to return to church because I'm just like, okay, this is the new normal. I'm just a guy who doesn't go to church now. But I want to be a guy who's close to God and goes to church. So what I have to do, I have to kind of get out of my comfort zone, get out of the comfortable bed in the morning on Sundays and go to church and build that habit back up. So hopefully in a couple months, it will be weird not to go to church. Kind of like going to the gym. When you go to the gym for the first time, it's like a little bit weird. You're like, oh, people are judging me. It feels uncomfortable. That's how it feels like from when I'm going to church again. I'm like, oh, it's kind of not comfortable. I was sitting on the pews, and this might be a little bit too information, but I've lost a lot of weight since the last time I've been to church. So when I was sitting down on like the wooden pews, my butt was kind of hurting a little bit. I was like, oh man, I was kind of shifting my seat, like, because I don't really have that much cushion on my backside anymore ever since I've been losing weight. But that's a personal problem. That's between me and God, right? But yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to church. I'm trying to be a better Christian. I'm trying to be a better man. And this is just part of my journey. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I just wanted to share this story. It's going to be a quick one. That's all I got for you guys today. Peace.